Welcome to the stream. We're gonna record this for a little bit and put the first episode up for posterity. We're gonna be playing some Final Fantasy XIV, and that's it. And enjoy. If you're here, follow, like, subscribe, join the Discord, do all the stuff. Use your Twitch Prime. Say hello. Make yourself known. Have a great time. Be a good person. And that's all that.
12 be praised. When I learned of your rather questionable plot to assassinate Xenos, I feared we would need to recruit a new primal slayer.
I'm sorry we couldn't be there. Alize made me swear to stay behind no matter what. I think she was worried I'd hurl myself at Xenos the moment I set eyes on him.
Monkey!
What? You'll forgive me for changing the subject, but now would seem a good time to discuss where we go from here. Though the Empire has yet to retaliate, the fact remains that we have revealed our presence and signaled our intentions in so doing. It is only a matter of time before the Imperials move against us. Given that we lack the strength to oppose them, 'tis plain some manner of brilliant stratagem is required. Therefore, I yield the floor to the preeminent tactician of our time, with whom I was privileged to share a room.
Alpha Node is here. When?
If you insist. While in Kagane, we debated a number of approaches and were eventually forced to concede that we cannot look to the Alliance for aid. Even were it possible to ferry sufficient forces and materiel from Eorzea in a timely manner, such a massive undertaking would not long escape the attention of the Empire. It would be a miracle if our ships reached the shore.
Do you like my helper bird? He brings me water.
Fortunately, according to Tataru and Hancock's intelligence, the Empire has withdrawn most of its forces from Doma in the past year, leaving her relatively unguarded.
Yep, gotta stay hydrated.
That being the case, a popular uprising, spearheaded by the full might of the Doman Liberation Front, may feasibly be sufficient to threaten the seat of provincial government, namely Doma Castle. 'Twould be rather easier said than done, of course, but I have seen worse plans prevail.
Then we must needs meet with Lord Hien and convince him to return, for there is no surer way to inspire our people to rise up as one. He desired proof of the subject's conviction, and they have provided it, through no less a deed than openly opposing Xenos himself.
Cool. Cool, cool.
It will work. It has to work. And next time, we will defeat him.
Next time I'll be level 70 and it'll be a fair fight. And he won't have OP moves that, like, literally are damage proof. An AoE that takes up all of the battlefield. sticky hands. Meanwhile, in the keep of Doma Castle.
I would expect no less of Bahamut's conqueror. Prepare the airship. His Radiance will not object. We have fulfilled our obligations here. I would see this prize for myself. Do you understand why I appointed you to act in my stead? You, whose only accomplishment was to whisper the right words in the right ear. Because of your petty hatreds, they render you the perfect instrument to bleed your kinsman of hope, to make an example of Doma, such as was ordered.
This dude's kind of a prick.
If you yield Doma to the rebels, you will not be given another chance to beg forgiveness. Do your duty now, or die with the rest of them.
Or die. Die. He's a whole ass dick.
Are you all right, my lady? That was uncalled for. Oh!
They say your Eorzean is helping the rebels. I want him dead. I want his friends dead. I want the heads of everyone he knows and loves mounted on the castle walls.
You mean I can finally go after him?
You're gonna end up dead, homie.
I've been waiting for this chance. I promise you, milady, he won't escape this time.
Bitch
Not
slapped
this
so
time.
hard. This lady's salty as hell, too. She just got put in her place. Meanwhile, in the fringes of Girabanya. That is a big asshole.
Aye. This is the place.
Is this
When his
Estinian?
shade was banished, you swore to leave this life behind. And yet here you are. Yet, if this be the work
It
of the Eye,
is!
what choice do you have but to end it? Or so the boy would say. Damn you, Alphino.
Ugiri is ready to guide you to the Azim Steppe. Gaze into the abyss. La, 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 la. If all are ready, let us depart for reunion in the Azim Steppe. Our route will be somewhat circuitous. We will need to return to the Ruby Sea and head north along the coast past Izari.
I remember the emptiness, vast and endless. The Azim Steppe, home to countless roaming tribes. A sacred land, watched over by elder gods. Here, we would find Doma's salvation. With the wind at our backs, we walked on, in search of hope, in search of him.
In search of who? Inspector Gadget? This is the second to last zone. Well, that's a cool ether. It's all like Western style, like Native American. Yeehaw! Yeah, slap my ass, call me a cowboy. Tempting. It's, you can buy some ass slaps. Just saying. Oh, I assumed you knew. The Azim Steppe has been home to the nomadic tribes of the Zala since antiquity. More than 50 roam these lands, and though they do not constitute a nation, there is a hierarchy of sorts determined through ritual combat. Funny, if they're so busy fighting each other, you'd think the Empire would be able to march in and take the steppe with ease. I wonder why they haven't. Why indeed, Lyce? Why indeed? Perhaps they see little value in it, especially given the fierce reputation of the Zalia warriors who would fight tooth and nail to oppose them. These lands were not made for men. The soil is thin and the weather unforgiving. The Zalia have found ways to survive, it's true, but they are made of sterner stuff than most Imperials, conscript, or citizen. Thanks for taking the time to explain. It sounds like I've got a lot to learn. Later, I mean. We're meant to be looking for Hein. People from many tribes gather in reunion to trade goods and information. I should be surprised if we cannot learn something of value here. Let us make our inquiries separately. Razum, why don't you speak with some of the merchants here? Booze, fresh booze, your choice of lamb or zo, guaranteed to satisfy. How many will you have, sir? A doman, unless another Zakar is keeping him in her yurt. He is not here. More fool her if she took a doman for a husband. But enough about domans, blah 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 blah. What fortune you have come hither at this time, freshly slaughtered every available cut upon a request. Organs too, hearts, livers, brains, or a brace of blood sausage. If you only desire a snack. I don't know what this accent is, it's like Highland. A doman? Poor meat they make. Domans? I just. I did see a young mole in the company of one some few days ago. What does Bader have to say? Roasted fish with pumpkin, an exotic foreign delicacy, cooked to perfection, beloved without the step. Come, come. Come. I'm just trying to figure it out. They talk like half bumpkin and half archaic. Yeah, it's like they're Eastern people. You seek domans, then you are come to the wrong place, my friend. Delicious as my foodstuffs are, they find little favor with those from the south. Now, if it were Goro you were looking for on the other hand, then I might be able to help you. They flock to my stall. Coom. I love cum. Oops. Are you allowed to say that on Twitch? Is that a no? Or a I don't know? Yeah, I would assume so. Yeah, there you probably can't have like a whole stream about cum. But I mean, that'd be a pretty good stream. Serena does not usually depend on the kindness of strangers, but will gladly make an exception today. You want to help me, is that? I do not know what to say. Thank you, Razum, thank you. The lumbering ones we must fell wander the plains to the west of Reunion. If we harvest each 2, then we should have enough whisper root. Return here when you have finished. Good luck. Alright. I gotta go kill these guys, apparently. There they are. because you pulled no damage. At least I can, like, pull aggro from really far away. We're on 7 hours of streaming. Woo woo! You making a new account? That is a really creepy emote. Well, what's up, baby? Why does this exist? I want to know the same thing. Who thought that up? It's really, really creepy. Have you brought the Whisperwood? Yes, it's right here. Blessed is he who shows kindness to strangers, for with fortune does he ever ride. Ah! Creepy mouth! Ah! Creepy mouth pasta! Ah! Will this quantity suffice? It shall. The Kinsai is yours. The gods favor you more than you know, child. Udgan rarely have need of such herbs, and so my stock is limited. Had you come a day earlier or later, I would have none for you. Perhaps the god guided me here, as they guided grandmother, as they guided this man from the west. I like that emote a lot better, he's cuter.
Hey! How goes the search? Any luck?
What fortune to meet a friend of the young master!
Well met, Cyrena. If you have an inkling as to the current whereabouts of Lord Hien, we should be most grateful for your assistance.
Nick Knack Paddywhack gave the bug a gun.
Oh, please. It is I who should be grateful.
Hold! What is this? I came first, you second! Know you to whom you speak? All people of the steppe should. Or have you fought so much that you have forgotten the face of your superiors? Superiors? I spit on your superiority, little prince! Twisted and mad as sand devils your kind are!
Those two don't seem to like each other very much.
Those boys are of the Oranir and Dothal, the two strongest tribes.
Of course. They're Chads.
The children of Azim are destined to rule, so they declare to all who will listen. Their word is law. For now. Grand, flamboyant fighters, but deadly. Very deadly. He prances as a horse, as do his brothers after their many recent victories.
He's got that long dick energy.
The Undying ones too are strong, fearless, and vicious. They often reigned in the past.
All I do is hit the button and goodbye, competition! Oh.
Hello, Alchemythos. Hello. Hello. I knew it was you. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the leftovers. May you forever find your home upon our refrigerator shelves. You know what? I'm freaking tired. I'm gonna push it for like another hour, and then I'm probably like over it. These main story quests take so freaking long. But we get them over, and then we can grind primals. Yeah, it's late.
Ah, the master of the markets. He is Castilla. To fight in reunion is forbidden, and to break the peace is to be banished forever. This he says without words, for words are lies to the Castilla. They do not speak.
That's interesting. And all these different tribes share the same lands, do they? No wonder it's tense.
Root.
Ha! I shall look for you on the field at the Nardum. Mark my words!
Yep, I gotta get you a sword. I get it for you later, though.
As shall I. Mayhap I shall take 11 more Dothar heads to make a dozen with yours. I look forward to the day.
Robot head.
The dispute will be settled at the Nardum?
You can change your chat color.
A great battle held on the final day of the Sahan-San.
The Sahan-Sar?
During this time, all bonds of hierarchy are broken. All Zayla are equal and free to prepare for the fight. The tribe which triumphs in the Nardum rules until the next Sahan-San, which in these lands is now.
Ah, so that is what they call the custom. I presume your tribe will also be taking part?
Not all seek the Dawn Throne. Some are satisfied with their lot. Others, like the Castilla, have reason to remain neutral. Them all are lambs among wolves. Long were we content to remain apart and live quietly, but... Never mind that. You seek Kien, yes? I know where he may be.
Hey, Dome and Iron Greaves offending. Woot woot. This should take us up to 271. supposed to go? Okay, so how do I get up there?
The Kami are merciful! My lord Hien, I see you are alive and well.
Alright, Cade, I think, I'm tired, so I'm gonna get the stream off and I'm gonna go to bed, take myself to a sanctuary and call it a night. I don't know how to do the name color thing. It sucks cause this particular shade of blue is ugly. That is purple. Oh. On iPad it's blue. Click the 3 stacked dots. Then click on your name and it should bring up the appearance thing.
Ah, you are come sooner than expected. So, my blade or my head? Which would you have of me?
The people of Yansha remain loyal to Doma. I have seen the fire in their eyes. They are ready to rise up and fight. The time is ripe, my lord. Return with us, blade in hand, and lead Doma to freedom.
Naught less than liberty will suffice, then. A pity. It will prove far more difficult to deliver than my head. But if my people wish to pursue an impossible dream, then who am I to deny them? You, Giri! Go-setsu! And,
The scions of the Seventh Dawn, my lord. Good and true friends who opened their hearts and homes to us when we fled to Eorzea. Far across the sea they have journeyed to stand with us in the fight for Doman liberation. To oppose the Empire, as they have in the West, where they are lauded as heroes for their many deeds.
Say no more, Yugiri. Say no more. I observed how you helped Cyrena, to whom I am deeply indebted. For that and for the aid you provided my people, you have my deepest gratitude. There is no doubting your strength nor your character. It would be my honor to fight by your side. So, what of Doma? Arise, my friends, and tell me of our home. I have made my decision. Yugiri, I bid you return to Yansha and take charge of our forces in preparation for my homecoming. As for our esteemed guests, I would ask that you remain here with me. I sense you will be a great help in the coming days.
Your will is my command, my lord, but how much longer do you intend to stay?
Oh, only until I have won the contest? I mean to return at the head of a Zayla army.
You mean to participate in the Nardum?
Have you a better idea? Consider how soundly we were defeated. 'Twould be folly to challenge them without first supplementing our forces, so yeah. Furthermore, by championing the mole in the contest, I can at last repay their kindness. Lest you forget they saved me from certain death, and a man who suffers such debts to go unpaid is without honor.
Just so, just so. Our lord has spoken, Yugiri. But take heart. I shall keep him safe. And should it come to it, bring him back by force.
This is no laughing matter, Gosetsu. But if these are my orders, very well. Once more I place my faith in you. Pray look after them both.
Looks like it's up to us then. Though it does seem a bit risky. Isn't Hien meant to be the next king of Doma or something?
So they say, though in truth I am but a pale reflection of my late father. All the more reason to entreat your assistance. For ours is an impossible dream. To set in motion a revolution that will rattle the very firmament and shake off the yoke of the most powerful empire in the world.
Alright, I guess this is where we log out, because this is the edge of the sanctuary. Good night, everybody. See you all tomorrow.